Low self-esteem doesn't mean you're broken. It just means that you've been listening to lies for way too long. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how there are so many high-achieving women who have the style, who have the hair, who have the makeup, who have the resumes, the accolades, all the things, but they still feel invisible, and it's so hard to admit. I mean, I know so many times where I felt that, my wardrobe was to the gods, to the T, my makeup, everything, hair, but still felt something was off. And it wasn't because I didn't feel like I was enough. It was because I just was not aligned with what I was supposed to be doing. And the root cause, oh my goodness, the root cause is because we've been taught to just be likable. We've been taught to just be like everybody else. And what we're learning is that it's not a good thing to try to be like anybody else, because everyone can feel it. We can see it. It more so the energy of it shows. People want to see you being true and authentic to yourself. And it's so easy to say, but because of that cultural programming of social media and all the things that we have around us, we just want to be likable. We want to have all the pretty photos. We want to travel and do all these things. It's amazing and to do, but do you feel good about what you are doing as a whole? I mean, it's like, what I'm trying to say is we've learned how to do all the things. We learned how to do the hair, do the makeup, we learned how to do the wardrobe. And don't get me wrong, I will still put an outfit on and style someone from head to toe and it look gorgeous. But what I really want to be able to do is help people learn how to just be. Simply just be and own, not just the outfit, but just feel overall that they are fully aligned in what they are saying and what they are doing, not just in their life, but in their business. I mean, because no one told us that over-functioning and over-delivering and overdoing everything wasn't confidence. It was more so of just trying to be strong. It was us really functioning in survival mode. And so low self-esteem isn't who you are. It's just a symptom of misalignment. It's not that you're not confident. It's that you've built your life off of someone else's expectations, off of someone else's idea of what worth is. So I really want you to look at it not as brokenness, but as something that can actually change. You can change your mindset. You can choose to be fully aligned with what you want to do, with what your heart's desire is, because it was placed into your heart for a reason. Everyone's not going to see your vision. Everyone's not going to believe in what you feel you were created and designed to do. And a lot of times it's not until your bank account looks like it, or all of these other things and the things we see on social media make it look like it. It's not until then. So it's up to you to stay true to yourself so that you can make sure that your dreams come true. And so you don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to put on this persona that everything is just to the T. Like, okay, yes, I have this, beautiful home. I have this couch. I have all these, but I will show up on here in my workout clothes, hair messed up, like whatever it is, because I'm fully aligned with what I'm doing and what I'm creating. I mean, let's talk about personally trying to be perfect, and let's talk about, in business trying to be perfect. I can fully remember as a new mom wanting to make sure everything was perfect, even down to giving birth. I did all the classes, online. I did the natural classes because I wanted to have my daughter naturally. I did all of these exercises. I took the classes, and then all of a sudden I had an emergency C-section, and it was just like, it's like I wanted everything to be perfect, but at the end of the day, I had an amazing, healthy daughter. I have someone that is just a beautiful light in my life, and I'm so grateful to God that I have her. And that I can even think about in business. I remember when I wrote my first book, I wanted everything to be perfect, like perfect. And it did great. It did amazing. It still does well. I'm helping stylists learn the business of becoming a stylist through my personal story and all the things that I overcame and all the things that I accomplished. But I remember writing it and wanting everything to be a certain way, all of my posts to be a certain way, you know, me to show up on camera a certain way. And it just didn't feel fully aligned. And now in my second book, I mean, I'm just putting out what was on my heart, and I'm putting out, you know, not just the business side of things, but life, because everything comes together when I fully feel like I'm aligned, not just in my business, but more importantly, in my relationships. When my relationships are solid, I truly feel like I'm showing up in the best way. I've found that balance and it feels so good. And when it comes to the perfectionism of creating my book, I truly feel like I just put it out there. You know, I took the steps, step by step, on what I needed to do. And, you know, with the ads and with creating my website and sitting back and not being anxious or, oh my goodness, what's next? What's this? No, I literally just made a plan, stuck to that plan, was consistent with that plan, and executed. And I wasn't overthinking, and I wasn't trying to do the most. Even in my social media posts on Instagram, I'm showing my everyday life along with the business that I'm creating. Because like I said, when I can find that full true balance, oh my goodness, you can literally feel the abundance all around. So it's like I realized I didn't need the credentials of, you know, working with these major productions and brands and artists and actresses and athletes. I didn't need any of that to feel fully aligned with what I was doing and what I was creating and who I am as a person. I didn't need anybody's, you know, approval of me. I just feel like once I fully showed up as me, and not to say that I wasn't myself, but just not trying to make everybody happy, but making sure that I was aligned with myself and happy with myself and happy with my decisions and taking action steps towards them, then that's when I was fully aligned. High self-worth isn't loud. It's really just grounded. It's not proving yourself to anybody. It's just knowing exactly who you are. And that means owning everything that you're doing in every aspect of your life. You're showing up. You are present. You're taking the time to do the things that you need to do for yourself so that you can fully show up and be present for your family, for your business, for your health, for your mind. And you know, you have the full abundance of life as a whole. You are clear in your actions. You're unshaken when things don't go your way. You are magnetic. You're clear in how you dress and how you speak. You're unshaken when not chosen. You move with grace. You speak with confidence. Your wardrobe and style and everything is aligned. No matter if you're in your workout clothes or if you are in your date night outfit, no matter where you're tipping off to. And you are magnetic without having to explain anything to anyone. For example, if somebody asks you, can you do something? And you say no because I gotta go do this, and that. You don't need to explain yourself. You can just say no. You can take care of yourself first. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy was asking the woman who he was interviewing, what should you do if, you know, you have a partner who is your wife, and, you know, they have all these responsibilities. They have the house, they have the kids, all these things they need to take care of, and they want to start a business. And she said, well, first they need a supportive husband, because, you know, she can have the family, she can have the responsibilities, but if she doesn't feel aligned and fulfilled in what she's doing in her life and taking care of herself, even to me, even if that's, you know, working out or, you know, making sure that you're fully aligned mentally, you know, making sure your health is good, your mental is good, and you are fulfilling your purpose, what God has placed down in your heart, you need a supportive partner to be able to be there to do that. And if you don't, then that's just not the person. And so, you know, he asked those questions and she said those things like, you know, they need to be supportive. But at the end of the day, you still also want to have that balance. You want to be able to, you know, have the responsibilities, but also take care of your purpose. And so what that looks like is maybe you have to wake up a little bit earlier. Maybe you have to time block. I'm amazing at time blocking. Like I can lock in and do something for an hour and a half and then lock in and do something else for an hour and a half. And so being able to have that balance is everything. So if this video resonated with you and you felt it deep in your soul, then Own Your Presence is the book for you. It's a reset, it's a mirror, it's a moment for you to fully show up as the woman you already are. Make sure you like this video, share it with someone that you love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.